All right, so we live, goddammit. Is we live, goddammit? Is we live, goddammit? Goddammit, we live, goddammit? Let me see if we live. Goddammit, we live, goddammit? Damn, I'm black. Dark as shit. Um,
Now to a GMA exclusive.
Damn, I'm black. Dark as shit.
Now to a GMA exclusive.
All right, so we good. Listen, today gonna be a little interesting because today is a sensitive topic. I know a lot of people feel they can't address, or a lot of people feel that they can't be addressed. But I feel like nobody's above approach. We're all human. We're all put here. I mean, we all have our own opinions, to be honest. And listen, who am I? But I still have an opinion, right? Just like you do. So I just want to voice my opinion when it comes to transgenders entering, competing against women in sports. And in, I mainly want to say in sports. You know, before we get started, I just want to let everybody know. Listen, I'm not homophobic. I have nothing against the LGBT community or gays, les, trans. I have nothing against them people personally. I got gay people in my family that I love. You know, unconditionally. I have. Listen, you are who you are. I'm who I am. So it has nothing to do with whatever it is that you identify as. But it has everything to do with right and with wrong. I just want to start off by showing you this video. Um, I didn't watch the whole video, but this video is 4 years old. This video is 4 years old, by the way. But I've noticed in the media there's been a lot of transgender men. I guess that's what. Correct me if I'm wrong. Transgender men competing against heterosexual women in sports. Now, we all know men are naturally stronger, naturally faster. You know, I'm not going to say we're smarter, no, but naturally we're stronger and faster. So, why would we allow a transgender woman, I guess, that was naturally born a man compete against a woman who was naturally born a woman? Why are we doing this? I can't grasp it because naturally that transgender woman has an unfair advantage. Why? Because she was born a man. Like I said, we're stronger, faster. We have more muscle structure. Like if you go into biology, you'll see that that people who were born as men are naturally stronger and faster than women. So when they compete in women's sports, who do you think has the advantage? I don't know. I'm just taking a guess. I mean, you have, all right, when it comes to being an athlete, another thing is too, me personally growing up, I played a lot of sports. I know what it's like when you're competing in sports. It's very competitive. Especially people who play sports, they're very competitive. That's why you see people, in college basketball when we got March Madness going on right now. What are we seeing when certain teams lose? We're seeing people literally crying. This is what we're seeing. These people work their whole lives. They train, they work, their parents invest money into them for them to achieve certain goals in their life. Right? So for a young lady to work her ass off, grind, get up in the morning, go to the gym, train, do all of this stuff, and just have her hopes and dreams and everything she worked for come and be robbed by a person who was naturally born a man, which that person makes that person stronger and faster, is unfair. It's unfair. If I walk outside right now, right, and I go assault a woman, and then after I assault a woman, I start getting real rambunctious, yeah, I'm the man. How are real men gonna look at me? They're gonna say, yo, my nigga, that's a woman. Come try that shit with me. That's the first thing they're gonna say. Right? Because I shouldn't be getting brownie points for beating a woman, even if it's whether it's in anything. Well, I don't want to say whether it's in anything because I don't want to put down our women, but especially anything physical. If it has something to do with being physical, fast, if it has anything to do with being physical, I don't get brownie points for that. Why? Because men are stronger than women. That's just what it is. That's the way God made us. We can't allow our feelings to interject with this. This is logic. This is pure logic. This is not me making this up. This is logic. Anybody in their right mind knows that men are naturally stronger than women. It's no debate. Why are we allowing these transgender women to compete against these heterosexual women in sports? Why? We see Stephen A. Smith talk about everything in the world. When John Moran is fucking up, when this person is fucking up this person, he talks about that. Why aren't they talking about this? Why is this not a topic on ESPN? Because this is an issue. If I had a daughter, as much as I love sports, she will be playing in sports. She will be competing in any kind of sports there is. I would not be happy to see my daughter compete against somebody who was naturally born a man. I'm not taking how they feel out of it. Okay, you feel like a woman, cool. That's on you. But I don't want to see my daughter, who I invest money in, training her, invest money into her, I don't know, whatever, playing these sports for her to get to a certain level in her life when there's something important that she has to achieve, it all be robbed because they're allowing a natural born man to compete with her. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. But I just want to show you this YouTube clip too.
Two transgender high school runners, well, they're kicking up dust in Connecticut, taking the top spots at the state girls championship, leaving parents wondering if they have an unfair advantage. Lindsay Davis is here, and you said,
really wondering? They're wondering. Okay.
Down with the track stars to talk all about this.
That's right, Michael. We're talking about a subject.
Once again, I am not homophobic. I have nothing against the LGBT community, especially trans. I have gay people in my family, but right is right, is wrong is wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong. That's basically it.
That's so sensitive that Andrea and Terry, who you're about to meet, felt when it was time to tell their parents that they're transgender, they each revealed it by text, and now they have gone public with it, and they're facing opposition from people who say even though you may feel like a girl, you need to compete against the boys. Terry Miller and Andrea Yearwood dominating the competition at the Girls Track and Field Championships in Connecticut earlier this month, coming in first and second place respectively. And while it was a state race, their wins are making national headlines, not because of what they did, but because of who they are, two transgender girls. When was the first time that either of you found any kind of opposition to you participating on the girls' team?
I was expecting it, so every day I'll go home, search up Track and Field High School, Terry Miller.
Because you wanted to know what people were saying?
Yeah.
Some of those comments were harsh. Critics complaining that Andrea and...
Okay, so I'm not criticizing this young lady. I guess that's what she called herself, right? I'm not criticizing her at all, but if you make a decision, right, to do something, if you know you're doing what's right, why do you care about what other people think? Why? If you know it's right in your heart. That's because they know it's not right. They know it's not right. And like I said, this has nothing to do with who they are. This is not me having any malice or anything, any type of hard feelings towards who they are. I'm just talking about what they're doing. Why are you going to your computer searching up? You're looking for this stuff, right? If you know what you were doing was right, you wouldn't care what anybody have to say, because you know what you're doing is right in your heart. So that tells you right there, she's already having some type of guilt within her. She's looking to see what people's going to say about it.
Terry both have an unfair advantage since they were born boys. At what point do you decide, actually, it's more appropriate for me to be on the girls' team and competing with other girls?
I decided that the summer before 9th grade.
They've both started hormone therapy and say that for the most part they've been welcomed by friends, family, coaches, and administrators with open arms. But there is some backlash from parents and students. 2 petitions were even started in an attempt to change the current rule of the state's governing body of interscholastic sports. The rule states that students are entitled to participate on a team based on their gender identity, how they identify. The girls...
All right. Listen to what they just said. Right? I'm going to rewind that part. Okay?
Are entitled to participate on a team based on their gender identity. How they...
So basically, what they're saying here is students are allowed to participate based on their gender identity. What does that mean? Based on who they feel they are. So take your feelings out of it for a second, right? Let's stick to logic. Let's stick to logic. I don't want to speak anything. I don't want to say anything that's not logical. I don't even want to respond to anything that's logical. I'm dealing with pure logic. I'm not talking about how anybody feels. So just because you feel like a woman, you get to compete against women? So by that logic, I could say, Hey, I feel like a police officer today. Let me go be a police officer. Let me go start locking niggas up for no reason. Let me start pulling people over in my car. They're gonna look at me like, what the fuck? Bro, you're not a police officer. What are you doing? But no, I identify as a police officer. So it doesn't matter. There's nothing you can do to me. By their logic, by what they're saying. This is not me saying this. This is what they're saying. What's the difference? There is no difference. This is what these people are literally saying. Like we listen, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just putting the truth out here. Okay? I'm just putting the truth out. That's all I'm doing. I'm not here to offend nobody.
They identify.
The girls athletes are at the physical disadvantage compared to the transgender female.
Bianca Stanescu started one of those petitions after her daughter Selena lost to Andrea and Terry at a track meet in May.
They have naturally testosterone within their body that has been proven to give a physical advantage in sport.
Listen, I totally agree. I totally agree. They were born men, people. What are we talking about here, man? This is not even an argument. Like I said, feelings have nothing to do with logic sometimes. Let's take how you feeling out of it. Let's stick to logic. These people were born men. And we are allowing them to compete against women. So by y'all logic, right? I could say I feel like a woman. I want to go compete in women's boxing, even though they might kick my ass. But if I go into women's boxing and start beating bitches up, it's okay, I guess, right? I guess that's okay. Because all I got to do is say I feel like a woman, and that's it. That excuses everything. After that, I can do whatever I want. But just by saying I feel like a woman, don't you think that's kind of weird? Because now that's going to branch off into something else now. Because now you're going to get people who's not really transgender saying they feel like this and they feel like that just to achieve something or get something out of something. What are we doing? What are we doing? Once again, I have no malice. I have no type of negative feelings towards these people and what they identify as. I'm just speaking logically. That's all. 1 + 1 is 2 with me. I don't know about the rest. I don't know about the rest of these people. They going based on feelings. Sometimes feelings makes no sense. But 1 + 1 will always be 2, regardless. So
The mom, who was unaware that the girls were already undergoing hormone therapy, has gotten a little over 100 signatures. Medical science tells us that estrogen hormone therapy does change the body, replacing some lean muscle with fat. But of course, everyone is different. Andrea's parents say what's most important to them is the well-being of their child.
Track is number 100 on my list of concerns as a father of a transgender daughter. I'm talking about raising a child for a life. And so is it fair that that child is excluded? Is it fair that that child doesn't feel like they have a place to belong?
It allows her to.
okay. I want to address that too. Is it fair that they feel like they're excluded? No. But is it fair to the other women that they're competing against? That they're competing against natural born men? No. So why should your child get a pass, but they don't? Let's make it fair for everybody, right? Because all I'm seeing is that we have to coddle and cater to a group of people even when it's not in our best interest. Is that fair? Like let's really get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. Come on, let's go. Is that fair?
To be who she wants to be, and I think that has a little bit more weight than just winning a medal.
The rules vary from state to state. In 7 states, including Texas, students must play on the team that matches their birth certificate, or have undergone surgery, or have had extended hormone therapy, while the NCAA requires the completion of 1 year of testosterone suppression. Medical research cannot really identify the line where a competitive advantage might exist for trans athletes of either gender. What do you want to say to other trans?
Wait, hold on. Let me go back to that. That sounded kind of weird to me. Hold on.
1 year of testosterone suppression. Medical research cannot really identify the line where a competitive advantage might exist for trans athletes of either gender. What do you want to say?
How? I don't believe that. That's false. How? How don't medical research support that? It may lead to a unfair advantage for a trans athlete. How? When these people were born men. How? I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't know. Can I also say this, right? People want to say gender hormones and all of this stuff that these hormones, no, to estrogen hormones. Listen. You, as a trans, I believe you can take all the estrogen hormones you want. It's still not going to negate the fact that you were naturally born a man and that you have man strength and man speed. It just makes you more feminine. That's all it does, really, I think. Estrogen hormones. It does not. Think about it. Have you ever met a weak transsexual woman in your life? I'm talking about physique-wise. All the motherfuckers I see, them niggas look strong as shit. They don't look weak to me. They look way stronger than women. Some of them niggas, yo, if you go on YouTube and you type fight a transgender man fights man, transgender woman fights man, them niggas be whooping niggas' asses. How many times y'all done see a transgender woman fight a man and get his ass whooped? I've seen it plenty of times, especially on social media. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. I've seen transgender women whip regular men's asses. I've seen it. So I don't know what these people talking about.
Say to other transgender youth, young people, teens who are out there really struggling through this process?
Just follow your heart. Like, don't let other people determine what you do in life.
Let's just play devil's advocate for a moment and just imagine that you were both.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate too. That's good advice. Be who you are. I'm not saying don't be who you are. I respect people being who they are. I respect these young ladies being who they are, chasing their dreams, you know, trying to achieve something. They could be doing something worse than what they could be robbing people. We see dusty niggas out here robbing people all the time. They're doing positive things, but I just can't affect that they're doing it against women because it's so easy for them to do it against women. You know, it's not hard to beat up on women physically. You know, if you wanted a real challenge, you will be competing against the men. Because naturally you were born a man. Real competitors, that's what they do. They don't want an easy win. They want to compete. I'm not saying these young ladies aren't real competitors. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I don't know. When I was growing up and I played ball I never wanted an easy squad to play against. To me, that's corny. What the fuck you want an easy squad to play against for? You want niggas that's at least gonna give you a little tough run. Cause that's what's gonna make you better. That's gonna make your skills sharper. You don't want no easy win. Only sucker niggas want easy wins and shit. Especially when you competing. You feel me? I don't know. I'm a competitor. I don't know about these other niggas out here. I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna put the game. I know a bunch of niggas that used to do that too. Put their game attributes up and shit like that so they could win. Come on, bro. That's not fair, bro. Like that, and I feel like that's how the world is right now. Niggas just want to put all their attributes up to 100. You feel me? So they could win. No, nigga, really win. Really go win. Stop cheating, nigga. Fuck.
Born girls, and then all of a sudden you had 2 boys who identified as being girls, and they said, hey, we're going to be on your team, and maybe now you're not performing as well because they are better.
I'm not going to discourage you or try to say, oh, it's not fair, and it would just push me to run faster.
I'd be happy for them because they get to do what they want. They're happy.
Wait, what
so
did they
that
ask
should in
them?
turn make me happy.
Hold on.
You had 2 boys who identified.
Just follow your heart. Like, don't let other people determine what you do in life.
Let's just play devil's advocate for a moment and just imagine that you were both born girls, and then all of a sudden you had 2 boys who identified as being girls, and they said, hey, we're going to be on your team, and maybe now you're not performing as well because they are better.
I'm not going to discourage you or try to say, oh, it's not fair, and it would just push me to run faster.
I'd be happy for them because they get to do what they want.
I don't believe that, to be honest. I have to. I can't. I'll be lying if I sit here and say I believe them right now. I don't believe them. Of course they're gonna say that now because they're the ones who have the advantages. If they was at a disadvantage, I don't believe they would feel like that. I don't at all. I really don't. Their parents probably wouldn't even feel like that. Their parents would be like, yo, what the hell is going on? Just like those other parents feel. They feel like their daughters are at a disadvantage, which they are. They really are.
They're happy, so then that should in turn make me happy.
And they're brave. They're just different from everybody.
And just to be clear, the mother who started the petition says that she would like to see the girls sit out for a year after hormone therapy before competing with other girls. Now, this is certainly sparking a lot of debate, and it's something that schools across the country are dealing with because an estimated 150,000 teens in this country.
Listen, I don't think they should be able to compete at all, to be honest. I don't think they should be able to compete against your natural born gender. That's what you should do. Look at the swimmer. Who remember that transgender swimmer? This guy right here. I forgot this guy's name. Yo, this guy was one of the worst swimmers. You know what he did? He started competing against women. He became one of the best. And then I want to say there was a petition against him or something like that. I don't want to put out no false information, but I know he was one of the worst, and he turned into one of the best. Why? Because he started swimming against women. That should tell you something right there. And I don't want to keep beating this drum over and over, but something got to be done about this because this is not fair. It's really not. And other news, what else is popping on the net? What else is popping on the net? What else is popping on the net? That nigga 6ix9ine got his ass whooped, huh? That's good for that nigga. He quiet now. He ain't saying nothing now. They was A-Town stomping on that nigga. I seen that shit. I was like, oh, nigga. A lot of niggas think that shit is fake, yo. Niggas, yo, listen. Anytime you get a slow ass whooping, that shit ain't fake, bro. When you, from where I'm from, niggas will whip your ass fast and then run. That was a slow ass whooping. Niggas took their time with that nigga. Like, they took their time with that nigga. Like, that was like a wrestling ass whooping. I saw the nigga, he stomped on the nigga. He stomped on the nigga. And then he like walked around in a circle and then picked him up by his head. I said, oh, nah, this is some wrestling. This is a wrestling ass whooping. But when he stomped on the nigga, though, you saw a 6ix9ine reaction. His reaction was like that shit looked like it hurt. Let me see if I can find that stomp. That nigga A-Town stomped on 6ix9ine. Nigga A-Town stomped on that nigga. Let me see if this one right here.
Yo, niggas jump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, bro. I know, I ain't jumping, bro. I'm stuck. That's crazy. Niggas jump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, bro. I know, I ain't.
That nigga got his ass whooped. I need to see that A-Town stomp they did on him, though. There's not a lot of footage of that shit, but oh yeah, there it go right there. Boom. Hold on. Cause that shit was going around for a couple days. I think it, hold on. It was this right here.
Yo, niggas jump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm saying, homie, I'm a fan, bro.
Hi guys, welcome back to Arch. Jumped inside a gym sauna.
I can't find it, but yo, they beat the brakes off that thing, boy. They beat the brakes off his motherfucking ass. Damn, that was an ass whipping, just like Gonzaga getting right now. Wow. I think UConn might win the national chip. Look at that ass whipping Gonzaga getting right now. Whoo, woo, woo, woo. Someone call 911. Damn. But what else is going on? What else is going on? What's going on? I'll find some news. Baby, you ain't hear about nothing going on I could talk about? Huh? Nothing? Oh, Lori Harvey. Ooh. Lori Harvey, baby. Yo, Lori Harvey is a pimp. I ain't even gonna lie. That bitch is a pimp, man. I need to learn some game from her. She dropping these niggas like, she picking these niggas up and dropping them like fucking dice. It's crazy. It's not even funny. She's a motherfucking pimp. So supposedly she broke up with this nigga, the nigga from Snowfall. My girl told me it was because he was pounding that other bitch. What's her name, babe? Chloe or something? What's that? Chloe? But I'm like, that doesn't make sense because if you think about it, why would she break up with him when she know, even though women do dumb shit like this, why would she break up with him when she knows he's an actor? Wasn't he pounding her like in a movie or something? Huh? I don't know. I thought it was a movie. But yeah, she dropped that nigga like a bad habit already. Let me read an article. Hold on. Lori Harvey and Damon Idris debunk. Oh, babe, they saying it's not true. Debunk breakup rumors. Oh, okay. So it's not true then. Reports claims Damon Idris and Lori Harvey called it quits. The couple still seem to be going strong. Media takeout. I hate media takeout because them niggas be lying. They were dating and it was great, but also no longer. Media takeout report that. But there's a video of them right here. When was this video put out? That nigga's a good actor too, no lie. All right, so they was at Scissors concert together. Lori Harvey is sporting cute and a crop puffer. All right, looks like they still together. No problems in paradise for Lori Harvey, I guess. She did this nigga dirty right here. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, man, she's a young promiscuous woman. She out here playing. I respect the game because, listen, she could be the one getting played, but no, she doing the playing. I respect it. You feel me? From a pimp to a pimp, Lori. In other news. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of shit popping off this weekend, to be honest. I haven't seen a lot of shit popping off. Trife Gangster attends Taxstone trial. That's very unfortunate too. What happened with that whole Taxstone Troy Ave shit that happened. I hate to see shit like that happen. Everybody got promising futures. You know, Taxstone was on his way up. Troy Ave on his way up. I'm pretty sure his man was on his way up, and now something like this happens, you know? I feel like as men, if we got a disagreement, we should be able to sit down and air that shit out, man. And see what it really is. Because at the end of the day, man, whatever led to whatever happened with them, it wasn't worth it at all. Nothing is worth a person going to jail or losing their life over. You feel me? Now, if you're defending your life and something in the midst of that, something tragic happens and you gotta go to jail, yeah, cool. But besides that, there's really nothing worth going to jail or losing your life over, man. So it's like, I just hate to see unfortunate shit like this happen with my people, with young black men, man. We need to get it together, man. If you're having a disagreement with somebody, man, just air that shit out, man. The thing about it is we so prideful. You know, as men, we so prideful. We take everything personal. We take everything as like fucking. We just have to. Our egos don't allow us to brush shit off sometimes, you know, and that's what sucks about it, because you know your ego can get you in the worst shit ever. You know, your ego can allow you to get killed or do the worst thing in the world. Is it really worth it at times? You feel me? You could be walking in the supermarket. A nigga might make a mistake and step on your sneaker. You feel me? And you say some crazy shit, and that nigga just pull out and pop your ass. Just because you said something crazy, instead of saying, nah, you good, bro. But our egos, and I think that comes from a lot of insecurity, too, as men. You feel me? I feel like we got a lot of insecurity as men, so we walk around with, like, this, I don't know. I don't know how to put it. This mentality, this like, I don't want to say tough guy persona. Well, that is, a lot of niggas walk around and act like they tough. They do. But, you know, niggas just want to walk around and let their nuts hang all day. Like, you know, I get it. You a man. I get it. But sometimes, man, you got to humble yourself and, you know, let that shit go, man, because it ain't worth it, man. It ain't really worth it. You don't know what these dusty niggas out here got in mind. You know, these niggas is willing to throw their life away. So I got to think about it. I want to make it home to my family. A nigga that's willing to throw his life away, he doesn't care. So me and that nigga, I got to kind of like be careful around a nigga like that. I can't be too reckless. You feel me? Not saying I ain't going to defend myself. Not saying I'm going to tuck my tail and be a pussy. But I really, if you think about it, I feel I have more to lose than him. He's willing to throw it all away. I'm not willing to do that. So he already has the advantage when it comes to that. So I have to keep him at arm's length. You feel me? That's really what it is. You know? It sucks, man. Let me see what Benga's brother talking about.
So first off, we're here with Trife. I know, first off, condolences. Your brother was the victim. I see you here, and it was a jury selection today. Are you following up all the way? Are you going to be here every day for trial?
Yeah, I ain't got no choice to be here every day, you know.
Right.
I got a mother who's been waiting 6+ years, a family been waiting. I've been waiting every day since it happened, every day. And in order for me to understand the outcome, I gotta see everything as it happens. So if I need to question anything, I don't have to ask nobody. I saw it myself. So when we get to the end of it all, whatever the outcome is, you know, I know what type of time I'm on. So that's just why I'm here.
Right. I feel you. How do you feel when you see, attacks come out? Is there emotionally, how does that make you feel? What's going through your mind?
I mean, that's a whole nother conversation right there. I've seen the man walk into the courtroom, and I just have to remain steadfast in who I am.
No lie, that's like a rhetorical question too. Nigga, how would you feel if the nigga who killed your brother walking in the courtroom? You won't want to do something to that nigga. That's like a dumb question to ask.
Just understand that we're in this courtroom at this moment. Right? But, you know, there's definitely emotions anytime you see somebody accused of anything for your loved one. So, you know, I mean, but at the end of the day, we're here for this court process to see its way through. So I'm just going to sit here and pay attention.
What concerns you the most about this trial? Like, I know there's some things that, again, this was jury selection, and I know you've said some things under your breath during the process. Is there anything in the trial that concerns you?
I mean, concern? Nah, man. I mean, this is trial, bro. So anything can happen in the trial. It's just what it is. So that's why it's important for me to see every step of it, so that I understand if something goes in the wrong way or in the right way, whoever determines what's wrong and right, I have my eyes on it. I don't want, you know. Remember, I'm dealing with a case where my brother got killed, and there was people telling me what did not happen. Like they was in the building. People running their mouth like they was there, right? Everybody got these opinions like they saw it.
Right.
All those, you know, people with pages and YouTube channels that's running their mouth. I want to see if y'all understand, because y'all were talking like y'all was there.
Right.
So, you know, it's really that right there, understanding of I gotta take my time to get through this process, which I've been dealing with every day since it happened. Right. When people was going on.
Man, this shit sucks, man. I don't even want to report on this, because shit like this just drains the energy out of me. Like, it fucking sucks, man. It does. You know, we gotta stop. Like I said, another thing I feel like it is too, communication, man. Niggas don't know how to talk nowadays, man. Niggas don't know how to talk, man. It be the dumbest shit that niggas will start fighting over. Like, niggas just gotta come to an understanding, man. Communicate, man. It could literally be something just because a person could say one word wrong, and another person will misconstrue and take that a certain type of way, you know, and then you might have to clear that up. Like, nah, I didn't mean that. I meant this. And that person might understand, like, oh, okay, nah, I thought you meant this. Communication, man. That's what it's about. You feel me? We don't know how to fucking talk. Everything with us is how we feel. Oh, that's why niggas get so emotional and rowdy. Because as soon as you say something to a nigga, you make his ego feel bad, or it could be the truth. That's another thing too. Niggas don't want to hear the truth about themselves. When you tell a nigga the truth and you hit a soft spot, it's over for you. Nigga will go crazy on you. I feel like the truth is what's gonna make you better, too. You know? I don't know, man. Shit is crazy outside. It's crazy outside. That's why I stay in the house. For really, though. Look at all this shit. They talking about Trump about to get locked up. Tornado kills dozen across Mississippi. There's too much shit going on in this world, man. For really, though. I can't take it. I can't take it.